Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to tie the Cinnamon Swirl, which is a deer hair emerger. So it's really straightforward, really easy. It's got a cinnamon colour scheme to it. This fly was the original inspiration for creating the Cinnamon Swirl dubbing blend. So naturally this is the perfect dubbing to use on the pattern. So we'll get straight in. On the vise we've got a caddis hook, a light wire one. Anything curved, it's an emerger pattern, so any sort of emerger curved caddis hook will do. Thread, I'm using a copper. This is the Semperfly Nano Silk. A rusty brown or a beige, anything like that would be fine. So straight on with some thread. Just catch that in there. So just build a little base up to the top. And then come back to about where you want the wing to start. About there. We'll get rid of this little tag end. So then the wing, obviously deer hair. I've already got some stacked in here, so get that out. So if there's any bits of fluff or whatever, you can just pull those away. Doesn't matter too much. Wing length, up to you. If you want a longer wing, then you can, a bit easier to see. I'll tend to go for about that. So what I'll do is I'll pull a bit of thread out, and that'll mean I can put a couple of really loose wraps in just to place it, and then I can draw down a couple more wraps on top just to tighten up, and then come in, trim these butt sections away at an angle. So then you want to hold the wing again to stop it slipping. Put a few wraps in front, and that will secure it. Then you can come back in and just finish trimming away these butt ends. Doesn't have to be too neat and tidy. So then a few wraps over the top. Just do these ones relatively loose, and then you can come and tighten up. Again, it's just to make sure that that wing's not slipping. I haven't used any wax or anything to hold it in. So there we go. So now at this point, all you're doing really is just building a bit of a taper. So put a few more in front, a few behind. Nice little taper built up there. So then just work your thread down. Doesn't matter if they're neat, tidy, touching. So you want to be about halfway down the bend. Put a couple of wraps in there. And then dubbing. So as I mentioned, obviously we're going to be using the Cinnamon Swirl dubbing from Vicuna. And what I'll do is take off small clumps at a time, and I'll add them little and often. So this first one in particular, just a small amount of dubbing on there, just push it up to the top, and we'll just feed that up there. And we'll add a little bit more. push that up. So it's relatively tightly dubbed, but we will be brushing it out afterwards. So if you dub it quite tightly, it gives you a bit more to work with. So it's always good to get the odd overlap on your wraps. Wrap this one up here. It's gone a bit loose. So then when you get up to the wing, what you want to do is, obviously you need a bit more dubbing, but you can build a bit of a step in front and behind, and that'll just make sure that the wing stays upright. This should be the final batch. So come round the wing a couple of times. Just trim this bit of excess out. So that's the fly essentially done. What I like to do, just to make it secure, is a bit of head cement on an old dubbing needle. And I'll just work a bit of that into the thread. And then just hitch it over a couple of those. And then when that sets, that'll be going nowhere. It doesn't take long to set, so we can snip away that thread. And then the last thing we want to do, just really rough it up. Into the wing. And there you'll see, nice and buggy. So if you just try and imagine this sitting on the water, all these loose fibres will be sticking in the surface film, little legs. So yeah, irresistible really. So give it a go, let me know what you think, and good luck with it.